Hi guys, welcome back for more Skylines, and we're going to continue on with Aurora. So last time we built the big flyover piece, which by the way is working absolutely fine. You can see this, everybody's just kind of using it and getting to where they need to go to, so it's all good. I haven't had to worry too much about removing, like, let's just have a look at how we're doing with traffic now. We also need to build up our new district here. So let's have a look with traffic. We don't have any like major traffic problems. In fact, the highways are more busy for traffic than my towns, which is kind of surprising. I haven't had to do anything with regards turning like, you know, red lights or anything like this, turn it on and off. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we still have got more people wanting to live around here, of course. Why wouldn't they want to live around here? So we're going to keep expanding some of our other little areas. So we've got like our little towns out here. It's nice to build these kind of like satellite towns. It's always really fun. Yeah, these guys over here, they are going to need healthcare and stuff, so we can put them a little clinic at some point. So we'll put that in. There we go. And they will need some kind of fire services as well. So again, we can probably put a little SimCity fire service in there. Help them out. This is it's cool how like fire now, because of the disaster mod, you see fire applies to trees, so all these trees could potentially cause a forest fire. So I think it's quite important to create like fire breaks maybe between big forests and the cities and stuff, because otherwise if we have a forest fire, we're suddenly going to have a situation where that happens. And then we could do with a small fire person just up here, I think, keep this area kind of a bit safe. So there's like a small fire department just to look after the, look after the lumber yards. That's all good. Bit of fog and mist rolling in, guys. Look. Very nice. What mods are you running, Luton? My God, you want me to list the whole lot? It's like 50 or something. I'm running some mods, stuff like realistic population, traffic mod plus, which is like presidential one or whatever it's called now. A bit of road anarchy, some of the sort of automation things, a lot of different cosmetic mods and stuff like this. So yeah, all sorts of bits and pieces. Yeah, literally as I'm talking about it, that's what happens. It's like bloody forest fire comes like pouring down the valley or something. Yeah, but anyway, subscribers, by the way, if you do want any of the districts named after you, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, sorry, 3. Ramus, Aardvark, and St. Thomas's are taken, but all the others up for grabs if you want. Heard that there's a bug in vanilla now, even with disasters turned off. My God, I can imagine that catches some people out and scares the hell out of them a little bit. I like how they built this kind of pass for the bridge there. That's quite nice. Oh look, see, we've got the weird-ass glitching. This is definitely a new one, guys. I'd like to investigate that and try and find out like what's causing that. Our little community up on the hills is looking very nice. It's all doing very well. We'll keep expanding. Now I think we can keep building the city itself over here and just keep getting our population growing down this side too. So we'll put some more population down this end of town maybe. I don't think I want to put them right next to the rail though, so some of these guys are, but we'll put a bit of a break. And this part of town was definitely going to be the kind of maybe the smarter part of town, but I'm not feeling it yet. I'm not feeling the budget coming in from these guys. We'll see where they can put any more parks and plazas and stuff. There's basketball still. What's that? A middle road insert. Oh, this is it. It's this one. This is the road insert. This is the one I was looking for, which goes along here and creates like a break for, it sort of stops people getting pissed off about the fact that there's a giant load of factories next to them. So you can just put little road breaks like that. And they also provide some parking, so it's quite good to sort of just have that there. Okay, so I'd kind of wondered about buses and stuff as well. Also, I think we could potentially have some kind of university at this point in time. Let's have a look at where our schools are doing. Got to find it first amongst the maze. Right, here it is. 123 students. Where's the other one? Here. 182 out of 300, so they are getting more and more full. Here's the high school, which as you can see, lots of people. 700 out of 1,000 students for the high school, so that is definitely getting pretty full. If I could get like... so there's this, which is an art school, which basically I think it qualifies as like a university pretty much. So yeah, there's some things we can't unlock yet. I don't know whether the art school qualifies as like a... It's only 100 students capability as well. Oh, yeah, there are some other the city universities, which I hope we can have. Oh, we can have them. Great. Okay, that's good. Just need to get some more money before we start looking at that stuff. What's this? I thought it was like it's music outside. Sometimes people have like such loud music, I can hear it like inside over my headphones. Right, we could probably do with getting some buses or at least taxis or something happening at this point, I think. I'm always very bad. Oh, we don't have the money for it. Okay, well, we'll just wait then, I guess. We'll just wait for that. Okay, we can keep on just bringing new people into the towns, and people are liking the little town up here on the hill, I guess, so we can keep on building this in. Just put some more houses in here. We can get to the sort of high... Oh, we still got to get to 8,000, which is a lot. We are a long way off being able to have, like, you know, heavy residential housing. We've got loads to go for that yet. We'll just keep building in some of these bits down here as well. But the city is getting quite big already. It's like, seriously, these things are kind of coming together. And the little communities in the hill here as well, they grow pretty quickly. I don't think we need, like, big roads all the way up here, though. We can literally just make do with little small mountain roads, you know. I like designing these towns and stuff. If you have all the roads, if all the roads just connect, I don't think that looks super realistic. So it's quite nice to have these kind of little roads which are just like little offshoots that run up the back or something. I think that's quite good. So you just do like that, and then you can just have some... I think it makes the towns and stuff look a little better. And you can have like these sort of, like that, like a little close or something, you know? So it kind of has a slightly more realistic vibe going on with it. We need to check out the water situation for these guys. Yep, that's what I thought. It's so annoying when it kind of won't quite fit. Do it a different way, like this. Okay, there we go. Right, they're complaining about power. Well, yeah, we are a little bit short on power. We're going to build another wave power plant down here because we've got quite a busy river going on here. The good thing as well with these is that you can put them almost right next to one another, which I think A, looks better, and 2, helps us save a lot of space, so that's good. Lack of bicycle lanes, yeah, but we've got almost... Oh, well, apart from my coal... I was about to say we've got almost all clean power and stuff up until the point I saw that we've still got my coal power plant. I forgot about that totally. But, you know, don't worry about that. It's out of sight, out of mind, you know. I don't think we are poisoning our citizens either when it comes to pollution. Like, see, look, it's not even touching. So we're keeping all the bad pollution stuff out of town. Happiness is generally pretty good. Everyone seems to be quite happy. Health, also generally pretty good. There's not a great amount of sickness. Average health is 75%ish, which is not too bad. Traffic is starting to get a little busy on that junction. That's probably one thing we need to fix soon, is this junction. You can see there's a lot more traffic coming in and out of this, and it's probably the most inefficient. I think what we could probably do is buy this next area. So 7,300, a lot of forest, but I think we need to get that next area because we need to sort of, there we are, look, we're much more opened up now. We've got this big vast plain to build in. Go ahead and make a save right there. Noel says, I'm off, guys. Luton, have to go to the dentist. Oh no, that sounds awful. Dentist is the thing you don't want to go, so yeah, have fun, Noel. Right. So let's see where we are with this. So we can expand our things. Suddenly we look, we've got tons of commercial all of a sudden. I don't know whether there's any sort of unique buildings we could throw in which will make stuff more exciting right now. Mall of moderation, average garbage piling per building at least 25. Well, we need to let things get real bad. A lot of these things are to do with stuff being bad. It's a shame because I'm going to have to redo most of these bits and pieces. We can build the transport tower. We need 60 grand for that. There's a lot of stuff which I did unlock in the past. The donut mall. We need more money for that as well. That's all that is really. So there are some big commercial things we could do. The Grand Mall, but it's, again we need 85k for that. Oh, we can build the Santander Tower though. It's an office building. That could be fun. I don't think we need to do that yet. We need a lot more kind of budget coming in. We don't really have any kind of big skyscraper buildings, so I don't think we're quite at that stage yet, you know. But the guys just generally want a bit more commercial, so we can put some stuff in. That's no problem. We can put some stuff down here for the guys in this town, I think, because they're going to want some stuff. So put a few little shops. But again, to satisfy people's demands down here, we really don't need to build very many, actually. Let's just distribute it up a bit more even. Right, we can probably start getting some paths and things on the going as well. Quantum Tree, really love this stream timing. Your other time is like 5 AM for me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I am streaming at a different time today, so it's all good. I've been leaving this space deliberately blank because I feel like I can get some stuff in there at some point, which I just kind of haven't yet, so we can think about that later. Very few people visiting though. Only 3 visitors per week. That's pretty poor. That's not really... How much does it cost to run? 240 per week. It's like, that's pretty poor, but these things sometimes can take a little while. It's actually surprising how few visitors you can have to some of these things. Again, like the dog park. I wonder whether the kind of... The sort of the visits warrant... Because people are very happy about having these things there. Also, it doesn't really make sense, because when you look at some of these things... Like, look at these parks, right? It says like visitors last week 2. Well, I can see 3 or 4 people there right now. You know, it's like sometimes these things don't really work in this sort of sensible way. Like, let's have a look at some of these parks and stuff. Yeah, last visitors 2. Well, I can see 2 people there right now. 3 people. You know, there's you sometimes from what it says, it's not very accurate because it's like you can see more people in these places than they say there is already. What's this guy complaining about garbage? No, we're fine. He's probably just waiting for pickup. There's a better, bigger recycling centre than I had before. What's this guy up to? Just driving across a field. I think some of these urban places where they're complaining because they had nowhere to sell their stuff, but I think that's because we didn't have enough commercial down, so now they've got commercial, they can sell their wares a bit more. Right, so I might start getting like a bit of a harbour thing going on here, which is going to mean some slight designing. So you can build flood walls. You can have canals and stuff as well, but I might have a bit of a quayside going on down here. I don't know quite how this is going to work, but yeah, so you can do it like this. So basically you come to the water's edge or whatever, and then you can build like that. Some of it works better than others. I can probably landscape this a little bit as well though. So there we go. That'll be like our quayside for boats and other bits and pieces. I'll pause it right here. Let's see if we can't landscape this a little bit. So what I want to do is level the terrain really. You can see the kind of the dip in it. And what I really want to do is, we probably want to smooth it actually more than we want to level it, because all we really want is for this to kind of come up a little bit. It doesn't need to be like really full on. Now, see, that's going the other way as well. I think what I want to do is kind of that's what I figured. I couldn't remember exactly how this one works. So you right click with it and then that's the level that it comes to. So we kind of want it to be about this level. So then I can just kind of do this, look. That will level it pretty much to where it goes. So I can bring this up to this level and then I can smooth it off a bit. So we can just do that, like smooth this in. And this feature wasn't in the game originally, of course, you remember? And then I can just smooth it a little bit. And hopefully that's going to make it so I can actually build stuff down to it, but we'll see. It's a very, very gentle slope down to it. Right, there we go. Okay, so now that's our little harbour area. So now we can think about the sort of stuff we might want to put down there, so we can have like little restaurant-y things. And that will build right onto it like this. So that'll make everybody very happy. And then there is parking to it, so we'll need to kind of build like a road down to it. I wish that it would connect right to it, but it doesn't, so you have to kind of do that, which always seems a bit weird. Like it doesn't connect right to it, so you have to kind of do this weird ass thing. Let's see if I can do this better, because it bugs me a bit how that works. Like, can I build a road which just goes along here? Yes. And then we could just have another road which connects up. Okay, there we go. So that's going to give us our little road down there. Now if they hop across there, whatever, it's just what it happens, right? Okay, let's get some water. Apparently they didn't quite have enough water there. Should have power. Yep, no problem with that. Cool. And then we can start to landscape and do some of the little houses and stuff along here. Okay, we've got a little bit more industry demand, so I'm going to put that into my forest area up here. It's fun having these kind of like bit of residential stuff. There's traffic lights here, but that's not a problem. This is great. Everything's going very nicely. Oh yeah, I was going to sort this out, wasn't I? This needs to happen. And I actually can sort it out now as well. I'm going to wait until I get a bit more money, because we need money always with this. Hold on a minute. 2 minutes ago it said it had power. Now it doesn't have power. Make your mind up. Making your mind up. But it should get power once we get some residential into this area. So if I just speed it up and people start building houses down here, that thing will get power and it'll be all fine. Also, I'm liking the fact that we're actually relatively near to the water's edge. Not like, 20 miles in the sky. There we are, I've got it now. Because sometimes with these, they're on stilts, like, they're 50 feet up or something ridiculous, so it's good that it's actually not that far over. We can even put like a little sort of path or walk or something over there to get people going across. We'll build some little houses out here, kind of just as an expansion off of that in a while. What's this, Nitel? He's still ranting about the fact that I have industry next to this. He's saying, when half your city gets sick because your pipes are taking bad water and get loads of ambulances, it's bad. Yep, well, that's so far literally never happened to me in 3 playthroughs, so I'll probably be alright. Okay, so we need to worry about that junction, and we've got enough money. This place hasn't got water, because it probably hasn't had it. I'm going to start building these pipes out this... Oh, I suppose I could just build one pipe, like, just kind of... goes across there like that. That's fine. Right. Some of them are collecting about garbage collection, but I think we're fine for garbage collection. The only thing is how many trucks we've got and the time it takes to get around. It might be worth our while starting to consider definitely about this side of town, because having their own kind of garbage collection or something like this, because otherwise we're going to end up with they won't have the time to get over there. Also, it's not very easy for them to actually get over there as well. Although if the garbage collection trucks were coming out this way, they could go around, they could go across here and get onto this roundabout. So, again, so irritating. If that roundabout was just like a little bit further over, I could utilise it, but I can't do that yet, so we'll have to wait, I guess. Right, so fixing this junction. Fixing this junction, we're going to have to delete the path here just temporarily. We're going to need to upgrade this road to a 6-lane immediately. Oh, I mean, is that what I want to do here? Let's think. Well, it's coming off of a roundabout, so we don't want any more. But basically, you want the 6-lane so you've got the capacity, and that car is like spazzing out. We want that 6-lane so you can get the capacity going on there. So we do that. And then, I mean, it's kind of fine going into another 6-lane, but it's the space, you see. I think I'd be better off almost to build another 6-lane in there or something. I don't know. I mean, it's not a problem so far, but I can see it becoming a problem. And we have the space now for industry to have its own access. I think if I connected some road out this way, it would mean that there's less traffic going through there. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have another 6-lane road here, which will just come straight out. Why would you be sad? This is good for you. And then that's just going to connect straight up to this, because I think this is just like a national highway or whatever. Or it might be... Yeah, I think this is a national road as well. Let's just build this a straight line for now. And then what's going to happen is that it's just going to change up. You make it a 6-lane so it can hold capacity, so if they're waiting to come in and turn or whatever. But I don't think we need to have like loads and loads of space, because it's probably going to be primarily only industry stuff which is coming in here. And then what I'll do is I'll just connect it up like that. I might expand that 6-lane a little bit. Like that. Okay, that is good. Alright, there we go. So now they can get to where they need to still get to, but they just don't go through town. And then I can still put the bridge back for the guys to walk. But the only other issue is going to be like we need to just check where our fire services are. Actually, the fire service is right under the bridge, so it can just drive through and get to them, so that's no problem. But yeah, this is just a way of circumventing all that traffic from building up in that little area. Because if I just... it's going to get worse as it goes along. I mean, to be fair, it was coping because the industry there, but I can just imagine as the town gets busier, there's just not enough space for those guys moving in and out there. So I think it's sensible to kind of do it at that time. Everything else seems to be going okay. Famous last words, that's where some giant meteor is going to hit me or something. And let's just have a look at our road capacity and how that's doing. Again, look, our road capacity is generally pretty damn good. Like, I'm quite surprised. It's like first time in a long time where the roads have been handling it very well. But I wonder how much of that is down to the fact that the traffic manager, because it has improved AI, I wonder how much that is affecting that. Because, you know, often a lot of problems with traffic come from stupid AI. Like we saw this in my last playthrough, that a lot of the times you have cars like cutting up other cars and doing stupid things like that, and that's where a lot of these delays come from. So it could well be that it's things like that. Still no disaster. Yeah, I know. As I say, I feel like the no disaster is probably down to the fact that because I'm using the realistic population model, that maybe the game thinks like, oh, the town's still pretty small, so it's not time for like a big disaster, which is beneficial for me. But it also means I feel like the realistic population model is going to come back to bite me, because I think when we do have a disaster, it's going to be like really serious, you know. So I feel like that's going to sort of be a bit of a counterbalance. I'm loving the look of the city though right now. It's just that everything's looking real good. I'm very, very happy with it. So it's all good. Everything's kind of working nicely. And look, our little sort of harbour district down here is working good. That's all good. So, like, yeah, things are going worryingly well, concerningly well. Things don't go well for me, so it's kind of like, it's a worry. Well, if it's going well, that's a concern. It's like, no, something's going to happen. Something disastrous is like waiting up for me, I know it. Well, we can keep expanding our little town up here as well. No reason why not. And I think we should probably start thinking about putting a school there, not because the others don't have the capacity, but just for the commuting. Like, it's a trek to go down here. You know, they've got to get all the way down to wherever it is over here. Still about 50% capacity though. The high school is getting to higher capacity. Where's the other elementary school? Where is it? Here. Yeah, so they're all about kind of the elementary school is still about 50% capacity though, so we need a little bit more industrial, so we can put some more forest stuff in. Still demands for residential, which is good. There's no parks or anything up here, so we should probably add some in. Oh, like a little church. Let's put a church in, because people like church. People like church in these little towns and stuff. There we are. Look, that's gonna. It suits a little out of town place as well. You know, look. This is quite good. It's working good. These guys need water. How are we doing for electric and water? Fine. So they got fire. They don't have any police service up here though. No police service at all. Intelligence agency. This government building gathers information and enforces mass surveillance throughout your region. Why though? How does that help you? Maybe it's not meant to help you. It's just what happens. Okay, we can put another little police station right here, just to keep everybody safe and happy. Luton, stop jinxing yourself. I know, but it just always happens. It always happens. You can't escape it. And medical, we've got medical up here. That's fine. Well, we do have the money now for a bus depot, but I wonder, like, do we need it? I mean, probably, possibly, maybe. Where's going to be a good place to put it? I suppose. I think a good place to put our bus depot is going to be like here on the sort of edge of the industrial side of town, where it's the noise doesn't affect people, and also it can kind of get good access to the roads and stuff. So let's build a bus terminal out here, and hopefully that will make people happy when we start putting bus routes in. We can put some bus lanes and things as well. So if we want to have like express routes for just the buses and so on. I need to get some water. Alright, we've still got big, look at the residential demand. It's suddenly gone up like crazy amounts. Probably for our little out of town district up here. People are buying up houses like nobody's business out here. Right, let's have a look at my zoning as well. Yeah, that needs to expand a little bit. St Thomas Estate, I think we'll keep it as this area, and we're going to build another district down here on this side. So again, we'll have another district over here. I'm just a big fan of kind of differentiating these little areas of the town, you know. Again, guys, on the stream, if you're a subscriber and you want a district named after you, just give me a shout. Tell me which one you want. The 3 that are taken so far are Thomas, Aardvark and Remas. So you got Meadow, Ivy, Anchor and Hamilton. Any of those you can have if you're a subscriber and you want one of them. You don't need a bus depot, just crowd the traffic until you get into high residential area buses aren't needed. Well, we're just going to have 1 or 2. We're not going to have loads. I just never use them, so I figure it's good to have it in there. So it'll be fine, trust me. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Right, we need to get some bus stops down, I guess. Oh yeah, there's the city bus terminal, isn't there? A little bit different. We're just going to cover the main routes kind of up and down town, so we'll just use the main roads, you see, so we don't have too many busy areas. So we'll start off with a line here. I suppose the thing is that they need to get to kind of the industrial area. But it's helpful for, I guess, just shopping generally and things as well. So we'll create a new line, which is just going to go around town here. So the first point is there. That's weird. Of course. I actually need to put that on the other side of the road. So we want to start like basically here. And then we'll stop here because it's right outside the high school. Actually, maybe we should go the other way around. That's fine. We'll stop right here. And then we'll go around here. And then we'll go around to here. And then we'll come around this way. And round down here. And down along here. Along to here. And then we need to get back out to the industry area of town. And then I think there we go, we can complete that. Maybe we should actually, let's just undo that last stop. Oh, calm down. Right, there we go. So that's 1 done. And then we'll do another bus, maybe, which just goes sort of down through town again. So we'll have it come down one of these main roads here. So we'll do the first stop is like right here. And then we'll literally just have a few stops coming down through the town. Around here and round here. if that's going to come back, we should do it there, and then have it there. And then let's have a look where we're going. So this one's just really to kind of come around through the town, you know. Oh, I suppose we can come all the way down here, look. And then probably finish it up, actually. We'll just stop down here. Cool. So that'll do. We'll just have 2 bus lines for now. So have some buses coming up. Let's have a look. I would like a district art area. So what's that? Explain. You want a district named art area, or you want a district which is for art stuff? That's you need to give us more detail. Let's have a look at the buses. Buses are out on the move. Man, there is a lot of buses. Always surprised how many buses are out. Yeah, look at this. It's true. It does crowd. Like there's just so many more buses than need be. But that's okay, because what we can do is just scale it back a bit in terms of budget. So transport for buses. The bigger the budget, the more buses are available. So we can drop this back to like maybe 75%. Or even 70%. We'll just see how that affects things. We don't need a lot. So we can scale that back some. Because it's like, it's silly. Look, you've got like 3 buses going to 1 bus stop. It's a bit overkill. I'm surprised. See, to me, that's like a silly thing that like, by default, that's how many there are. We'll keep an eye on it. It's true. It's excuse me. Be creative. A park or an artsy district named after me. I would say that then this little area down here, we can kind of get some more statues and things going on down this part of town. So we'll have, I'm just going to call it Creative District. Or we'll have Creative Key, because it's down by the key. There we go. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the buses. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that by default, that's how many it throws out. You know, you're like, it seems a bit much. That by default, that's how many you have. Like, it's just too many. Okay, so we need to keep building our residential in as well. I think it's time to kind of expand down to this area, or even I'm not sure I want to expand down this area just yet. But maybe what we could start is branch over the river and start to get some stuff going on there. But trouble is, whenever you branch out to a new area, you have to kind of... whenever you branch to an area, you have to get all the services over there as well. So I think we'll continue on just kind of building here, just towards the edge of things right here, because we're getting kind of towards the highway. And I think pretty soon that's about the limit I'm going to be able to build without it kind of starting to have negative consequences on everybody, you know? Okay, let's just build a little 2-way lane connecting that, and then another one connecting through like that. So I think that's about the limit of what I can build there. But we could have... Oh, shut up. Have some little bits like that. I'm just trying to make the border and the edge of the city kind of work. Let's expand the area of Remas Drive as well. Nice, beautiful. Some little houses on that. Right, let's fill in houses on this area. Okay, fantastic. And then let's also, so we'll speed this up, let these houses come in first, because if there's residential demand, it should fill in the areas you have free. That's all good. Loon, have you played Cities in Motion too? Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that and some other things. Not such a fan of it. I have watched some of these, you know, places and some of these games. Watched some people play them through. Yeah, I'm not surprised that garbage collection is a bit short for this area of town because they're pretty far out. That's why I was saying it might be better to start having, like, I mean, we don't need it yet. We're at 54%, so we actually do need it. So I think it makes more sense to build our own kind of out-of-town garbage collection centre over here, which is nowhere near anything else. I think that makes a lot more sense. So I think I'll put it over here, maybe. I think I'll put it over here more towards by the industrial stuff. So we'll just build another little road here, look, which will just go out over this way. And then we'll just build a new garbage collection centre out here, just another landfill basically. And then this lot can, I think, does it need water? I always forget, I don't think it needs anything. But basically now we've got that, that can serve this side of town, and it's just going to help us out a bit. Okay, we need some water on these guys. There we go. And we need to build more residential yet again. So we can start filling in these areas here of town. We're going to need to get some soundproofing on that highway though. So let's do that as well while we're at it. Oh, we can't build this yet. We need a population of 5,500, which we're going to get near. But we're going to need to do that so that the guys here don't suffer from terrible, like, audio stuff. Let's get a bit more forest industry happening, I guess. Let's build some more forestry industry roads and stuff as well. Right, this is part of my thing of just making the forestry stuff look a bit more interesting. So we're kind of going up into the hills here. Cool. Those lorries are going to have a hard time getting around that corner. I just tweak that a little bit. There we go. Okay, wow, industry just goes crazy all of a sudden. Right, that should get us some more industry. Yep. So again, it's just a kind of, I like to do that to get a nice way of kind of making the industry stuff look a little bit more spread out and a little bit more kind of like a proper site rather than just being like a cluster of buildings, you know. Good to see that my roadways are still working perfectly. No delays, no queues, and my superior roundabout working just fine. Got some water trouble here. We'll clear that up. God damn it, always one little bit you can't get. And they're still complaining about water, but we've got plenty of water available. Yeah, there you go, shut up. That's that sorted. Right. These guys are complaining about garbage, but that should be collected pretty soon, I think. Right, what else? There's a lot of people complaining. Wait, what's this? Garbage is piled up at the emergency shelter. It's probably because we just didn't have enough, but it'll all get picked up, don't worry. Let's just have a look at our budget, make sure we have got proper... it's because at night time, there's 20% drop at night. I'm just going to push this up to that, so we should just make sure we're getting enough collection at night, basically. They might not, if there's not enough budget, they might be sort of We need elections in Skylines. Yeah, that would be a great addition. That could be a fantastic DLC, politics and stuff. We have got garbage piling up, even though I've just built a new landfill site, so kind of surprised, but I'm sure they'll get to it. We could do with a little bit more commercial as well, so I'm going to put... This might be a good thing, actually. I can put some commercial sites on the back, and they're not so affected by sound and stuff, you know. Right, down at Creative Key, let's get some other shops in. We should get some statues and stuff down here, seeing as it is Creative Key. We've got Saturn Electronic Market. There's some big stuff we can build now as well. St. Nicholas Church. There's the first statue, Statue of Wealth. Kind of want to be in a place where we can kind of maximise its utility. Actually, that's not a bad place for it to go, like, because then it can kind of... utilises everything there. Fantastic. I think what would be cool would be to have like a little path that you can walk to from one side of this to the other, like over the railway bridge or under the railway bridge, so we might just put that in there. Let's just put a little path. There we go. There we go, nice little path so people can walk from one side to the other. We should probably do that in a few other places as well. Not a great cause. We could do it here for sure as well. Yeah, I'm still going strong. We're rocking through this, no problem. Right, so people can walk through. We should get some trees and stuff down there as well. Oh yeah, I was going to get like the little the tiki bar because we're by the ocean, so we got down, or by the river anyway, so we can get the little get the bar deal going on. Yeah, I'll bang that in. Everybody's going to be loving that. You'll actually, because it's like down here, down at the bay, so get some stuff going on. We'll try and get a bit more leisure things going on down here, I figure. We've got some agriculture stuff. There's the underground parking. I don't think we need that yet. We're not quite at that stage. There's the classic little park. What else have we got? Oh, there's, yeah, the small park with parking. Put that in there. It's always good. It just helps boost sort of the value of things there. And these places are really pissed off. They haven't had garbage collection in ages. There's a couple of places which almost seem inaccessible to the garbage guys, but hopefully they'll clear that up after today. There's still a lot of buses. I'm watching how many buses are here. We decreased the amount of buses available greatly. Doesn't seem to be causing too much of a problem right now. My problem with the town buses is that they're less town buses and more like coaches, which I never think of as like town service buses, you know. Never the right place. Anyway, it's all good. Right, I think we can put a pause on this one. So things are kind of just ticking along nicely. What have we got going on here? So Anchor District, whatever it's going to end up eventually being called anyway, is sort of doing fine. Hamilton, oh, these guys have not got power. Why have they not got power all of a sudden? Oh, because we've dropped down in power. Shit. We need to get that. Let's get another wave power plant in, guys. I'm trying to think how to best visually structure these. I don't think I can keep putting them on top of one another. I don't want to put them down near that part of town either. I'm just going to put them like slightly on the other side. I don't know. I can't decide. I think I'll put it here. I will put them kind of like in line with each other, but it kind of doesn't, or here maybe. It doesn't make great sense to me that they'd all be sort of smack bang on top of one another. That should just give us some more power there. I like that solution though. I like new stuff coming in. Right, that hasn't helped us out as much as I thought. Maybe we need to get more in. Unless it's just going to take a minute to kick in or something. Power output is 15, 15, 15. I mean, how much of the... yeah, estimated production is 15 there. Oh, it's gone up a little bit. We still definitely need to get more in though, so I'm going to put another one in next to it. Right, there you go, that should give us enough power. Oh, anyway, there we are. So it's all ticking along. Your Twitch feed through PlayStation Network really lags, not on other channels though. Don't know what to tell you. It's just PlayStation Network, I guess. It's fine. We'll literally, whenever I have my stream, I watch it live myself, like on my other machine, to make sure that I'm, like, if it's working for me, then I figure it should be working for other people. So it's all fine. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take a very short break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. But thanks for watching on this one, and we're back next time with some more City Skylines. So see you then.